explain one more time. I have never in my life needed the labor theory of value to understand anything in economics ever, and I have never in my life seen somebody propose to use the labor theory of value to explain anything in economics ever. So it doesn't seem to me that it has any utility, so I don't concern myself with it, I don't use it, and I question those that do. I haven't seen any novel predictions made by the labor theory of value that aren't explained by any economic models, so I don't know what utility somebody would gain by using such an outdated form of analysis. That's all I'm saying.
Wait, why do you say that it's outdated? I don't get it.
Because it's made predictions for hundreds of years that haven't come true, and because nobody in current economic thought...
Which prediction is derivable from the theory that hasn't come true?
So my understanding is that Marx thought that the inherent contradictions in capital would lead to a collapse of capitalism in his lifetime, and it has been a long time since then.
But why would you think that that's derivable from the theory?
That's my understanding. Is that's a big prediction that Marx makes. Are you saying that the inherent contradictions of... Hold on, can you answer me this? Are you saying that the inherent contradictions of capitalism that are expressed through like the labor theory value, that's not a claim that Marx would have made, that capitalism...
Marx probably did. I think it is true that Marx believed, right, that capitalism would not have endured by, 2021, right? The question is that something that's licensed by the theory, right? And I don't see how the theory makes a prediction that by 2021 we should expect to see the breakdown of capitalism, right? So I don't see that any prediction by the theory is disconfirmed by the fact that capitalism.
And then what were the predictions that it confirms again?
Yeah, so we can go through those. Right? They're going to be things like the centralization and concentration of capital.
That I don't think any marginalist would disagree that that's like a tendency that... Your mic is not responding if you're talking.
Sorry, no, I wasn't talking.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I didn't know.
Yeah, so again, it's not really relevant whether marginalists would agree or disagree, whether those tendencies...
Not only is it absolutely relevant, it is literally paramount. It is exactly what we're talking about. Because of every single claim you can make with the labor theory of value can be subsumed under some mainstream economic theory that isn't going to scratch its head and be unable to explain like non-productive services. I'm going to go with the more explanatory theory that explains more in the economy.
Point is that's just a claim that you've made, right?
Okay, and I'm asking you right now to give me something novel that the labor theory of value explains that I can't understand.
Yeah, so again, I can give you like these 11 predictions.
Yeah, go for it. Go ahead and give me a few.
Yeah, so there's going to be things like a declining share of the total value product should accrue to labor.
Yep, we've gone over that one. And then what's the next one?
Capital has a tendency to centralize.
We've gone over that one. What's the next one?
Capital has a tendency to concentrate, right?
Yeah, we've gone over this. What's the next
one? There's a tendency of the rate of profit to fall.
That you just restated.
Long wave.
What's the next one?
Long wave periods of expansion. There's a tendency for industries to become more capital intensive.
I don't think any marginalist would disagree with this either. Go ahead.
Well, see, again, I'm not really understanding what the relevance is of whether marginalists will agree or disagree, right?
Do you understand why, if I have competing economic theories, I would probably pick the one that can explain the service sector and not the one that just can't explain any of the service sector?
Yeah, the theory doesn't purport to explain service.
Sure, but I've got some other theories that explain every single thing the labor theory of value explains, plus more.
That's just a claim.
That's not a claim. No, we're going through your claims right now. Okay, so here's a question I have for you, okay? Do you have any of these 11 predictions? I don't know what you mean by the word novel. Also, by the way, I must just not know what you mean by that, or you're using it in a very unique way. I don't know what your theory, what does it make any predictions that a marginalist wouldn't understand?
I don't know what you mean by wouldn't understand. Why wouldn't they understand that?
Because their form of analysis like doesn't provide an explanation.
Look.
Wait, do you not have anything? After all of this?
Again, right, I understand what your claim to be. What the claim you're making is, right, is that you can find an economic model on subjective value theory that explains all the things that the labor theory of value explains and more, right? That's your claim, right?
Yeah.
Great, okay, so that's your challenge. I'm going to give you the list of predictions, right? And then you're going to find that theory that explains all those things, right? And it's a single model, right? The labor theory of value is a single model that explains all those 11 things, right? So you're going to find me an economic model that predicts all those same phenomena correctly, all 11, right? That's your challenge, right? That's what you're going to do. You're going to ask an economist to do that, right?
Okay, so then what of these 11 things then could a subjective theory of value not explain?
Yeah, so again, I'm telling you this, right? I've been telling you this multiple times, right? There is no such theory that does that. There are individual models that can explain each of those things, or maybe not all of them.
Okay, hold on, stop. What I'm asking you is because that's essentially what we're talking about, right? We're talking about the labor theory of value versus subjective theory of value. And I'm asking you to tell me, can you tell me anything of your 11 predictions that I wouldn't be able to understand with the subjective theory of value?
What I'm telling you is they can't be explained as an ensemble. That's the key point, right? You can develop a model that predicts things like industries becoming more capital intensive, right? You can develop a model on marginalist assumptions that predicts that, right? The point is, there's no marginalist assumption that explains all the things predicted by the labor theory of value, right? Which is why the labor theory of value, right?
Mm-hmm. So you're just wrong. I think you're just wrong.
Yeah.
So it sounds to me then, so you can't give me anything.
Somebody who knows fuck all about the theory, right?
Yeah,
is going to tell me
it sounds to me
20 years studying this that I'm wrong about this, right? So that's fine. You can put your money where your mouth is. I'm going to give you the 11 predictions, right? And you're going to find me the economic model that predicts all those things. That's not the labor theory of value.
Well, I'm gonna say the subjective theory of value does.
You can say it, right? You have to show,
Uh-huh.
right, how those predictions are derivable from the same model.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you're going to do. So I'm going to link you to a document, right, that lists all the 11 predictions, right? And then you're going to go start emailing different subjective value theorists, right, and ask them which model predicts all these things.
Okay.
Right? That's your burden, right?
Sure.
Okay, that's it. Conversation over.
Okay. I guess we're good then?
Yeah, so I'm going to link that document in the chat. And I hope I'm not going to hear from people that you're saying that the theory is bullshit, right? Until you've met your burden.
Okay.
Okay, that's great. I look forward to seeing you fulfill your burden.
Okay, me too. What? Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll talk to you later then, all right?
Okay, I'll see you later. I'm going to post it in the...
Okay. I'm going to hang up now, okay? Goodbye.
All right, see you later.
Oh, man.